Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'm trying to do pick a card readings every few days because they do take a long time. But today I thought I'd do a twin flame reading. Now I wasn't going to, but excuse if you see smoke through here, that's just, I'm burning some sage. So just trying to cleanse the energy. Yeah, I decided to do a twin flame reading today because I received an email last night, and it was someone kind of questioning my journey and asking me, who am I to talk about a journey? And, you know, it was basically, I know they were projecting, they were, I don't really know what they were doing, but they were making assumptions about me and making judgments about me. So instead of letting them get in my head, which they did for a while, I thought about it for a good long time, I've decided that I'm just going to keep going. So here I am, and I'm happy to be here. This morning, somebody wonderful messaged me and gave me a very nice message. So I thank the universe for balancing that energy out. You can hear in my voice, I'm a little shaken by it, but anyway, before we begin, when I was putting my charms away this morning, this little seahorse, which has been coming out in some of my readings, especially about twin flames, this little seahorse came out. So I thought I'd leave him here and see if his mate wants to join him when we pull charms. All right, so today we're going to look at the energy, and we're going to talk about, well, we'll see what Spirit wants to talk about with the cards. I will say I very much appreciate all the support and the beautiful comments and the encouragement that I get from this community. You are such beautiful people, and I feel, I'm crying. I feel very at home here with you, and I feel like I can be my authentic self in my readings, and you're all just so caring and generous and loving, and I'm very happy here. But I will say that I try not to make judgments about people, and I try and give everyone love and compassion. And my life hasn't been easy. It may sound like, maybe it sounds like my life has been easy because I sound so happy, but I haven't had an easy life. And the person who messaged me, questioned my journey and said, wait until you have a decade or two. And this person knows nothing about me. Anyway, I will say that I've been on my healing journey for decades, and in my personal readings and in my pick-a-card readings, I do share information about myself, about my healing journey, because I believe that it can help others heal. This is a really long intro, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I've experienced in my life, because it is so easy for people to cast judgment. And when I was awakening, there was a reader, a divine counterpart reader, that triggered my ego. There was something about her that I feel ashamed even saying this, but I made judgments about her, about the way she looked. Maybe this, you know what, guys? I'm getting a lesson in karma. That's what it is. Anyway, thank you for listening. I made assumptions about this reader because of the way she looked and how happy she was, and she looked young. And I too thought, what could she possibly know? And now I've experienced it. Now I did make it past that blockage with that reader, and she turned out to be a true inspiration to me. She's been a very important part of my journey, and I've learned a lot from her. And a lot of what I talk about, I've learned from her. Anyway, I just wanted to say that my life hasn't been easy, and I wanted to bring this out today because this is very important to me. I have a lot of generational trauma in my family, and there's history of alcoholism, abuse, emotional abuse, narcissism, and it just goes on and on every generation. And I have 4 children, and I was determined that wasn't going to be my life. And of course, I became an alcoholic. I spent time on the street. I lived in a women's shelter. I lived in a group home. And this is my 14-year sobriety chip. And I'm very proud of it. And for a long time, I hid it from people. I was ashamed of it. But this journey has truly healed me. And it's a lonely one. And it's not really... I don't think we should be casting judgment on other people's journeys, because you really can't know. You can't possibly know what that person has been through. And I really feel called to share this message, even though I apologize, I'm upset while I'm giving it. But I just thought about it all morning, about how it's so easy for us to judge each other, and part of the twin flame journey is healing trauma and healing trauma wounds. And this morning I had a comment that said narcs don't change, and again, I used to believe that, but through this journey I have realized that it's these soul bonds that are meant to stop those cycles. So I have seen people change, and also people can have narcissistic traits and not be a narcissist. They can be raised by a narcissistic parent and have shadows and wounds that make them act in narcissistic ways, but they're not actually narcissistic. And as well, for my autistic people out there, I just want to defend you a little bit, because autistic people can sometimes be looked at as selfish or self-absorbed or not sympathetic. And anyway, there's so many things going on that you really can't judge someone's journey without knowing it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop there because I feel like I've blabbered on enough, but this journey is very, very important to me, and I'm following my intuition to spread messages of hope and love. And again, my life hasn't been easy. So again, I just love you all, and I just want to help. I'm one of these souls that believes love can change the world, and it's taken me a very long time to feel that way. I didn't used to feel that way. All right, so I'm going to get into the cards now. Every time I think I'm supposed to share something and I share it, somebody resonates with it. So I wanted to share a bit of my vulnerability with you, because this is a very humbling journey. The twin flame journey is very much about healing yourself and healing the wounds that have been in your generations for many, many years, or in your family, I mean. And, you know, for me, I've lost my family because I'm on this journey. I mean, I have my kids. Don't get me wrong. I have my kids, but I'm breaking the cycle, and my kids won't experience abuse. My kids don't experience emotional abuse. My kids won't experience a narcissistic parent. My kids won't. Like, I'm trying to teach my kids to be healthy. Anyway, it stops here with me. I'm not letting it go past here. And that's why I'm on this journey for my children. All right, Spirit. So let's see what's going on. What message do you want the collective to hear today? Thank you for the people who listen to that. And thank you for all the encouragement I do get in my comment section. It means the world. All right. So Spirit, what message do you want the collective to hear right now? What message do you want the Twin Flame collective to hear right now? You want to come out? All right. Anything else? I want to go through the whole deck and see what wants to come out. What message do you have for the Spirit? What message do you have for the Twin Flames? My twinnies. My beautiful twinnies. It's a humbling journey. All right, so right away we have, I like to not look at them. I like to just take them one by one. So we have 3. This journey is teaching us one of the most important spiritual lessons, patience. So again, this is a very important lesson. This is a lesson that I've had to learn because I have no patience. Those of you who listen to me, you know, I have no patience. And actually, something else happened to me this morning. I started my morning by going out to mow the lawn. We have a self-propelled, is that what it's called? Mower. So there's a little bit of forward movement to help you. And halfway through mowing the lawn, it broke. And it became harder and harder to mow the lawn to the point where I was actually forced, like I had to push that thing like it was a weight. And then for the last half, I had to push it forward, and then the engine would slowly stall out, and then I'd pull it back and it would start again. It took me so long to do, and I was so exhausted. And the whole time I was reflecting about this email that I got, and I was reflecting about this journey, and I was reflecting about everything I've been through, sorry. We as a collective, we've been through it, but and I just kept thinking about this mower, and I kept thinking, why is it that I am insisting on mowing the lawn with a broken mower? It's twice as hard, it's taking twice as long, but I just kept going, even though why? Anyway, I thought about it for a long time, and it reminded me of growing up, or even just going through life unhealed, and how it was an uphill battle, and about how even this journey, it's an uphill battle. And for the feminine, this is feminine energy 3, the Empress. We try and we see that it's broken, and we see that we know how to make it work. So we just push a little harder. I can get it done. It might take twice as long, but it's worth it. But is it? Because for me, learning patience, learning acceptance, learning to stop pushing, and to really face myself has helped me to grow. And it is a very important lesson, this lesson of patience. Because healing takes time. Again, healing takes years. And some people have been on this journey for 20 years. There's there's twin flame counterparts. There's certain waves, there's multiple waves of twin flames, and the older waves that didn't have the guidance and didn't have the knowledge about healing, they have longer separations. And then the newer ones who, anyway, we all need to be patient with each other. We're all on this journey. Well, those of us who are twin flames are rare. But it is meant to teach us about patience. And anyway, so I feel like for you, your patience is being tested with this, because again, we look at it and we want this person, we want to make it work. We can't understand, why does this person run? If they love me, why don't they message me? If they love me, why don't they do this? It's because it has to do with energy and healing and that good old divine timing. 6, we project our patterns onto each other, and this makes it difficult to see what is real and what is fear-based thinking. This is exactly what I was talking about. When we're unhealed, we can't see how to make it work. We can't see how to connect with our twin flame. And what happens is you do start projecting all over each other. And I am guilty of it. And I'm telling you, they would say, you're projecting onto me, and I would immediately become defensive. Anyway, this has really been a journey. And again, twin flames do project their patterns onto each other. It's meant to trigger you. It's meant to trigger those ego deaths so that you can heal these cycles. And the more you heal, like, you can actually feel them as you heal them. Oh, I didn't mean to I didn't mean to sound like a poet. But I just mean the more you are on this journey, you can actually feel the breakthroughs. When you actually finally break a cycle, you can feel it energetically. It's not just, again, there's so much importance in this journey about really healing yourself. Because if there's no healing, you can't come into balance. And again, sometimes feminines have to wait for the masculine. Karmic ties, we have a past life connection. Memories are surfacing either consciously or subconsciously. So for any of you on this journey, this is I tried to explain this to someone this morning, and it's a very tough thing to explain. I hope some of you resonate with this, but it's like you have memories of this person. You have dreams about this person that you had never met. It's really strange. Really small synchronicities you have in common, or you find out you were at the same place at the same time like 20 years ago. It is that spark. Your souls recognize each other. Mirrors, this situation is being caused by both of us. Look at your own role in this situation and help us to change it. So again, this is it's about you both healing. It's not just about the masculine. It's not just about the feminine. Again, it's really about facing yourself, and that's why there's separation, because you can't be in hermit mode with your lover. I mean, you can, but then you don't do any healing. I'm sorry. Anyway, to do this healing, to do this work, there does need to be boundaries put up. So again, I saw a comment this morning about narcs don't change unless you walk away. Yes, walk away. If they're being abusive, walk away. But again, it's when those boundaries are put up that people are pushed to grow. And especially with these connections, look at all this. We have 3, 6, 9. That happened in the divine counterpart reader that I listen to. She's wonderful. She's the one that my ego didn't want me to like. Magic by the Moon on TikTok. She's such a beautiful soul. She's such a beautiful soul, and it's a lonely journey, and she brought me a lot of comfort. Anyway, she also had a reading recently. 369 came out, and now we have 96, so mirrored. So yeah, it's very important to look at yourself, look at the things that you need to change. What can you do to meet them halfway? What can you do to bridge that gap? What kind of expectations can you release? We have, I feel abandoned. I often feel like others let me down. So again, this is a pattern. I feel like this is having to do with this energy I was feeling, because again, this journey is meant to help us heal our own wounds and our own triggers. And when we have anxious attachment, we behave in a certain way. When we're anxious avoidant, we behave in a certain way, and not in good ways. And again, I'm on this healing journey. I've been exploring my own attachment styles, and I'm not here to judge anyone. But again, this feeling of abandonment, I often feel like others let me down. And you see this pattern here. This card is about, what I feel it's about is, if you often feel like others abandon you, if you often feel like others let you down, then there's a lesson you're supposed to be learning. If Spirit keeps delivering people that are treating you the exact same way, treating like the same cycle with different people, the same ending with different people, it's because there's a pattern within your makeup, within your upbringing, that you need to look at and you need to heal. And that's, again, this journey it's not Romeo and Juliet. It's not a Cinderella story. If you guys have ever seen The Never-Ending Story, you know when he has to face himself in the mirror? That's what it's like. You have to face yourself. This person, your counterpart, is meant to be a reflection that triggers those wounds so that you can see them and heal them. I'm very emotional today. I apologize. All right, so we went once through the deck. Let's go once more, and then we're going to get tarot, and I don't want to keep it too long for you. I already spent an awful lot of time crying, so again, I just felt like I needed to release that with people who understood, because again, this is a lonely journey, and no one in your 3D world usually understands, so it's really hard to talk about with people who don't understand. All right, so we have 4. You are my true love, my heart, and my soul. Again, this is the end goal here, is union. But first, the goal is to fully love yourself, fully accept yourself, fully face yourself, and then we can come together. And it is such a hard journey, but it is such an eye-opening experience. It's changed who I am. I'm not the same person. The people who knew me before that it's my family, and we don't speak because they don't want a healthy connection. They would not even recognize who I am now. They wouldn't even recognize it. And unfortunately, again, we come from families that are stuck in these karmic cycles, and it's about breaking out of them. All right, we have communication. I care about you even when I act like I don't. I'm hiding my true feelings because I feel vulnerable. Again, I was talking about forcing communication and If he loves me, why isn't he messaging me? And if she cares about me, why is she doing this? They do care about you. It's why you keep hearing from them. It's why you hear from them every few months. It's why they check in with you to kind of check your energy and test the waters. But again, a lot of the time when they do that, they're not ready. They're not ready to be vulnerable. They're not ready for union. It's almost, well, the divine counterpart reader that I listened to said, those are tests for us to see how we react, to see if we have put up our boundaries, if we have healed. Anyway, this journey is very important to me. And again, I'm following my intuition with giving readings, and it's very important to me. We have 7, 7, 7, because that's 7. Clear the illusions of the 3D world. Don't take everything at face value. There's a lot more going on spiritually and energetically than you can see. Again, this is such a hard lesson, to accept that there's movement, to accept that if our person is with a karmic third party, that is a hard lesson, because our ego tells us if that person loved us, they wouldn't be doing that. If our person loved us, they would be with us. But the whole part of the karmic is to show your person that they messed up. Basically, it's to show them a lesson. And then once they go through that lesson with that karmic, they elevate a bit. Possibly contact you. Again, it's a very complicated journey, and it's one that is very easy to look down upon. It's one that's very easy to say that is fake, or it's just an excuse for toxic behavior, or. I've been so grounded all my life, it's hard for me to trust the spiritual elements of our connection, yet I can't deny they exist. And again, this is, the masculines don't understand usually why they feel this strongly. And that's what causes them to run. And again, in this journey, as a divine counterpart, you both go through moments where you question it. You question everything. Every time you make contact with your person and it doesn't work out and they hurt you and the cycle repeats, you question this journey, and it's because this journey is meant to test you. It's meant to push you to your absolute limits. It's really intense. 2, there are subconscious fears affecting our ability to attract love and abundance. The universe is helping us make them conscious so we can easily attract what we want, including including each other. So again, we are tested by our ego. Our ego puts fear into us. And we start questioning. I'm telling you, I don't know how many times I had moments where I was like, am I absolutely insane? Like, is this just... Am I in? It's so hard to explain. You feel like you're losing your mind. You feel like you're losing your mind. And you're still drawn to this person. And nobody in your life understands why or is compassionate about it. Oh, hello. You wanted to come out? I feel you pulling away, and it triggers my fears that you'll leave me for good. Again, to break these cycles, to break these patterns, there has to be that energetic back and forth, because it causes these towers that force us to heal. So one lesson that I learned was, I grew up in a household where everything was kind of like, if something happened, it was the end of the world. And I didn't realize, but I I brought that into my relationships. And so whenever I hit a wall, I would say, it's over. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And I did it over and over and over and over again. I did it to friends. I did it to partners. I did it to my counterpart. And it took them pulling away for me to realize and to really look at myself and see I was pushing them away. I was pushing them away. Again, these separations, these no contact karmic partners, they all happen to propel us forward. And again, when you set boundaries, when you pull your energy away and focus on yourself, which is what the journey is about falling in love with yourself, healing yourself, truly facing your shadows. The more you do that, the more it elevates them and the more it pulls them in. Let's just get a few more of these and then we'll do tarot. Karmic ties. My heart is with another right now. I have to finish this karmic contract in order to be free. I just want you guys to take this as it resonates. I'm not saying your person is in a third party situation. This is a general reading. And again, these karmic ties, these third party situations, they do wake them up. They wake us up. There's a point to them. As hard as it is to face it and admit that, there is a point to them. I love that this card came out. Don't be tempted to disconnect from source. Our connection to source is the love and healing we require for union. So this is what I was talking about. Anytime we have 11 here, the universe tests you and you question this journey. And it's, again, some people decide not to take this journey and that's okay. The gist of that email was about free will. And do we really have free will? And it was titled some word to the wise, or anyway, it was very just yucky energy. One more, Spirit. We got it. Thank you. This is why I love this journey, because I started this whole reading talking about how I believe love can change the world, and this came out. So I really thank my spirit guides for this one coming out, because again, narcissists come from a line of narcissists, and love has the power to break that line and prevent that from moving forward. Same with anything else. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to argue with people. I'm someone that has narcissistic traits myself because my parents were narcissistic, but oh, my ears are ringing. I am not a narcissist, and we actually can't diagnose people with narcissistic personality disorder. We can't. We're not qualified to. We can't. It's a spectrum. Some people do exhibit the traits. We have 1111 here. I love that. So I feel like you guys are on the right path. I just checked the bottom and look what we have. Our destiny is calling. Preparations are underway to take the next step. So that's beautiful energy. That's movement forward. I really do apologize, you guys, for the emotion that I'm feeling right now. All right, let's see. Spirit, this is going to be a general reading for the Twin Flame Collective. So what message do you want if you were to hear about their Twin Flame connection? I'm going to leave it open. I just want to see what Spirit has to say. I'm using the Antique Anatomy Tarot. I love this deck. I don't use it too much. I keep seeing major arcana cards anytime I cut the deck. All right, spirits, what message do you have for this collective? What's going on with this collective and their person? Let's see that. Two cards right away. We have the 10 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. So for some of you, this person, I'm hearing you guys could be exploring friendship with this. Now, I know that this person sees you as their 10 of Cups, but for some of you, I'm getting with this 3 of Cups energy that it's almost like they're realizing if they can't have all of your cups, they're at least going to take these ones. Like if they can't have all this fulfillment, the wisdom, the harmony, passion, calming, dreams, love, happiness, bliss, then they'll take these. They'll take friendship. They'll take experiencing some of your energy. They'll take experiencing some of your bliss. Again, the energy that we bring to each other's lives is unexplainable. And that's why separation is hard, because when we're in contact, we're a very important part of each other's lives and each other's energy and movement forward. Think of that chariot. And when we're in no contact, we really do feel that void. So again, this is somebody who wants it all, but will settle for friendship. So for those of you who are in low communication, we also had Destiny is Calling preparations are underway to take the next step. Purple matches these purple flowers. So again, for some of you, you could be hearing from your person soon. Again, you could have walked away. We have the 8 of Cups here. Yeah, we had the... We had the 8 of Cups, so detaching your energy. 8 of Cups, I'm also getting, for some of you who are in low contact or in this friend zone kind of thing, that, because the 8 of Cups can be leaving behind things that don't work. So leaving behind patterns that you repeated in the past that don't work. So now we have the King of Swords. So this is somebody who's gaining clarity. Look at that. Look at that image of that knife right through that guy's head. Again, it kind of reminds me like the Ace of Swords through his head, that breakthrough, that clarity. And look at what we have on the bottom. So somebody's gaining clarity about the importance of this connection. We have the 4 of Wands, which is the 11-11 card, the twin flamey card. And here it is with the 10 of Pentacles. 10-10. I'm taking these. Again, people hear me laugh and giggle and think that I've had an easy life. I was depressed all my life. I never spoke to anybody. I was a loner. I was on antidepressants. I still am on medication. 10 of Pentacles right underneath that 10 of Cups. That's beautiful energy. So again, this is somebody that's had an epiphany, a breakthrough moment about this connection. And before, you could have went all in. You could have went all in with this person, tried to achieve that 10 of Cups energy. And again, it doesn't, with twin flames, there's always separation. And it's looking like this person now would rather have friendship and build something stable slowly as friends. I don't think they actually just want to be friends though. Come on. Come on. They don't actually want that. Yeah, we have the Hanged Man on the bottom. So again, this person has perspective here. This person was put, they've been doing the inner work. They've been reflecting, and that's what these separations are about. They've been reflecting how this needs to be more stable. There's so much potential here, and they're seeing that now. Because again, once you meet your twin flame, your divine counterpart, it's a feeling that you can't really feel anywhere else. It's an indescribable feeling. And that's why it's so refreshing to see in my comment section all of you that are in acceptance and all of you that do understand. Okay, so yeah, this connection was blocked. Look at all this blockage. Look at all this blockage. We have the 9 of Wands, so somebody could have been in victim mentality mode. There could be, there could have been very high walls up. This is a lot of fire. This is a lot of fire. So again, this shows the intensity of these connections. We have the 7 of Rods, which is the 7 of Wands. So again, blockages, conflict, fighting, issues with boundaries. Lessons needing to be learned. This is a huge blockage. Spirit, what can you tell me about this blockage? Because the 9 of Rods also does symbolize that you're almost there, right? It's a very much keep going energy. So yeah, we do see there was a huge blockage here. Now we have the Queen of Rods. So for some of you, that blockage could have been a third party. I do want to say it. It doesn't have to be. But this is fire energy, more fire. There's a lot of fire here. So for those of you who don't resonate with a third party, because I did ask what this was about, for those of you that do resonate, that's your third party interference that needed to be cleared away before they could come back in. And for those of you who don't resonate with that, that's you. That's this passion they feel for you. That's, again, all this blockage, they were overwhelmed by the emotion here. No, not the emotion, the intensity. This is intense. This is fire. This is that unexplainable spark. And they could have ran from it. I did see the Knight of Wands at one point on the bottom of the deck. So again, running from the connection. Now we have the King of Cups on the bottom. So this person looks like they're getting in tune with their emotions here. What else, Spirit? Messages, incoming communication, forward movement after this blockage. I am so appreciative about this message. This is a beautiful message. So again, this blockage needed to be cleared. For those of you still defending your heart, keep that in mind. No judgment. I've been there. What is this communication about? Healing. Oh my gosh, I love tarot, you guys. I just love it. You really can't make this up. I said, what is this communication about? We have Virgo energy. We have Queen of Pentacles, so earth energy. This is somebody coming in to share how they've healed, to show you the inner work that they've done, that they want a stable future with you. They're looking at you as the Queen of Pentacles. They want to be, I feel like they want to be your King of Pentacles. They want to be your Emperor, basically. But yeah, they're thinking, earlier in the reading, we saw how they're thinking about this, how they can make it more stable. And here they are coming in. They've done the healing. And they're coming in with communication. And we have the Lovers on the bottom. Knight of Coins. So this person could be younger than you, more earth energy. Again, this is that slow moving knight, but this is the knight that you want to see because he's done the work. We don't want to see the Knight of Swords who is impulsive and can hurt us. We don't want to see the Knight of Wands. That testing energy, that they contact you to test the waters and then they're out again as soon as you open your heart to them. So yeah, that's what we want to see. Knight of Pentacles, Judgment. Yes, awakening, Lover's energy. Beautiful. Just beautiful. All right, this is very long. So I want to see, I kind of want to see what energy the masculine's in. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, dear masculine. Take it as it resonates too, because another thing I wanted to share about my journey is that I was in my masculine energy and for a very long time. And that's been a huge part of my journey, is going from that masculine energy and trying to embody the feminine energies. We have Wolf. That's beautiful. So again, I feel like this person is looking at you like you're their perfect mate. I feel like this person, the wolf makes me think of the hermit. They're very isolated right now, lone wolf, working on themselves, working on their pentacles. But I mean, look at this fire behind them. They still feel that energy. They still feel that fire. I want to look up the camel card just so that we can get a good read of that. Because I don't see that camel card very much. I'll find it, don't worry. Camel, independent, knows oneself. So it's very similar to this energy. Your person has been in a very independent energy, focusing on themselves, listening to their intuition here with that moon, doing the healing. And again, this person, look at this fire behind them. They're coming towards you. They're coming to get their mate. This is also this is an energy of someone that's looked at themselves, that knows themselves. This camel energy, that's very interesting. Spirit, can we see how they're seeing the divine feminine? How are they seeing the divine feminine? Ooh, look at that. And the oyster, beautiful. Okay, so the oyster is, again, the oyster is such, the reader that I listen to often talks about this being like a very beautiful feminine energy, because it takes, especially for the twin flame journey, she says this is a very twinny card, just because that pearl takes so long to grow. It's like the swan. They start out the ugly duckling, but let's be honest, it was never ugly because baby ducks are cute. So I have no idea what that was all about. I don't get that. But anyway, it's like the ugly duckling who grows into the swan. This oyster has this really hard shell, and this relates to the healing journey. You have this shell that you've developed over time to protect yourself from trauma, from being hurt, from being triggered. Me, perfect example. Anytime anyone triggered me, gone. They were gone out of my life. You don't like me? Get out. Not really, but I was, but I wasn't. I never said, if you don't like me, get out. That's just not who I am. I have a really big heart, but I just mean, if something didn't work with someone, I just let it go. And I just be like, all right, that's done. But this journey is about breaking through this shell, getting to that pearl that takes so long to grow into that beautiful pearl. And this oyster energy really is, it's about going within. It's about, well, it can be about also having a hard exterior or going within when you're triggered. But that can be a good thing too, because it's when you go within that you heal. So again, this person is seeing you as someone who's been through a lot. They're seeing you as somebody looking at the bigger picture here. So they're seeing a new side of you maybe when they come in and they message you. Maybe you've changed. Maybe you've evolved. Maybe when they come in, you'll have boundaries, and and I'm not talking about boundaries that will trigger them, but they'll see that you're looking at this logically. You're looking at it bigger picture. I feel like this is somebody that looks up to you because you are more spiritually evolved. You could be more successful in life with that Queen of Pentacles. You could make more money. There's this energy of this person looking up to you. All right. I love that energy. Let's get... What else do we want to get? Let's get these black cards. What's coming next for this collective? What's coming next for this collective? Interesting. We have conversation and clarity I just saw. All right then. Do you guys see that card hanging up there? We're going to take it. Oh, wedding rings. Also going to get some of these. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And if you watch my readings, focus on yourself. Smell your own roses. That'll bring them in. All right. We have expressed your love. Heart-to-heart conversation. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's get all of these. I'm going to go through those ones first or second. There we go. This will be it. I don't want to have this be too long for you guys. We have ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. My goodness. We have wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. That's beautiful. And guys, I know it's hard when you see other people reuniting with their person, or you see people in the comment section saying, my person and I are together again. I know it's hard, but your time will come. I promise. Your time will come. Coffee cup, meeting and conversating. I don't know. Feeling uplifted, friendship. What did I say? I said they're going to come in and want friendship, but that's not really what they want. Heartbroken, feeling lost in the separation, deeply hurt, sad, grieving, mourning. Again, that's what wakes them up. That's when you experience that ego death. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So for those of you, again, who watch my other readings, I really do believe in focusing on yourself. Putting that energy into yourself will draw them in. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, possibly in this conversation that's coming. We had unrequited love come out with separation. So what I'm getting here is that through this separation, because I did talk about it, we go through moments where we question this, and we wonder, am I crazy? Like, am I the only one that feels this way? I haven't heard from this person. They don't want to talk to me. Am I crazy? Do they not love me back? And we start to feel like we're in this kind of situation. And it's meant, again, we're meant to go through those. Those are lessons. We're meant to, especially for the divine feminine, there is a lot of healing having to do with attachment and abandonment. We have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So again, a lot of your persons are probably in hermit mode. I would like to say that looks like a bride and groom. So for some of you, you could be retreating together after union. And we have heart-to-heart conversation. So we have express your love and heart-to-heart conversation. We do have communication coming in. Beautiful. All right, I lied. We're just going to get these and then we'll get charms. All right. We have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. We have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Sacred union. Honor and treasure. Oh my goodness. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Guys, I'm tearing up for some of you. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So important. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. And this is very much true. And again, I'm not saying to put up with toxic behavior. I'm saying if there's toxicity, set a boundary. Embody your Queen of Swords energy and stand in your authentic truth and stand firm in your boundaries. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Again, I said with that friendship card, I said they want more than that. They're not being honest. They want more than friendship. The tray. All right, let's do initials. I just want to say a shout out to Gigi for sending me a very lovely email this morning. It really made my day. I just saw, as soon as I picked up the letters, I saw run. So again, some of you, this person could come in and you could, you might want to run the other way. We have O, Q, Y. Do we have an S? That's unfortunate. We almost had a yes. We have an N, R, A, K, F, G. No double G, hey? I still see you, Gigi. B, M, W. Ooh, that could be relevant. BMW, that could be relevant. We have F, U. That could be relevant too. We have TP, toilet paper. Oh, no offense to anyone with the initials TP. TP always makes me think of like the COVID disaster where, I don't know where you guys are in the world, but where I was, you couldn't find toilet paper. It was really weird. I do. Zed, my little heart is so happy. Zed and D. Those are beautiful. Even that FU one. All right, let's get charms. I don't look when I'm taking the charms. I just kind of stir them and let spirit pick. There we go. All right, we have a moon. That's upside down, but that's okay. We have a bat, hangman energy, inner work, healing. We have a butterfly. That's a big butterfly, you guys. Big transformations. Oh, we have a locked connection. We have a snowflake. We have a fairy. Look, we have a... Turn around. We have a peacock. Divinity. We have an owl, transformations, the horsey, the chariot, angels, a crown, a butterfly. It says just because. You may hear from this person. They may message you. Look at that. I like that energy, that it's almost like yin yang. You might hear from this person and they might say, I'm, just thinking of you, because that butterfly says just because. We have a tree, a leaf. You could like plants. I like plants. Obviously, I have a plant in my setup. Oh, look, we have a key. Look. Key. Feather, incoming communication. Another angel. So for some of you, your spirit guides are working together. We have 2 butterflies here hiding in the corner. We have a mermaid. Oh, good. We have a dolphin. Oh, look. 2 hearts and a key. Oh, that's beautiful. We have 2 keys and 2 hearts. Union. Union. Dolphin. Happiness. Harmony. Union. Union energy. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I apologize for my crying. I hope this message found you well. And as always, thank you again for liking and subscribing. I know these ones don't get as many views, but I still feel called to do them for my twin flames. Oh yes, and we have the seahorse here. Don't forget the